Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois, and now in a store all by itself in the basement. We are opening this week's comic book order, and it is the week of February 11th. And all of these items you see today will go on sale February 12th on Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Fox Comics in Marion, Illinois. First up is the Joshua Middleton DC poster portfolio. It's a great book. Shows all of his DC covers that he's done, and it's in a format that you can use it as a coffee table book, or each one of the items will detach and is suitable for framing. A great idea. Really, really cool. Great job, DC. Next up this week, we've got some Harry Potter pins. I know a lot of you like the Harry Pooper, and so we've got Harry Potter pins, and there they are. And then, just because, some Game of Thrones playing cards that we reordered and brought back in for you all. Same with the Hands of the King pin. Quite a few of you have been collecting all the pins, and so we brought those back in for those of you looking for those. Similarly, with the Funko Pops, we got in some Doc Holliday from Tombstone because, as you all know, Mr. Fox is a Tombstone fan. Also, speaking of reorders this week, we did get in some more Batman Red Death from the Dark Knight's metal section. These are all numbered to 5,000. They are fantastic and beautiful. And speaking of fantastic and beautiful, other statues in this week, we got several of these, and I think you all will love them. It is Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Just a beautiful, beautiful sculpt. They're numbered out of 5,000, and they are going to go fast. We only got 3 of these, so you might want to hustle in for the special someone on your list. They are gorgeous, and so we are excited as all get out to have them. And there you are. Let's get started with the comics. This week, our first comic is from Image Publishing, and it is issue 3 of 20XX, or 2020, I guess it could be. Marvel brings us issue 8 of Arrow. Also from Marvel, we have issue 39 of Amazing Spider-Man. And then to start a trend you're going to hear all day, the beautiful Gwen Stacy variant for Amazing Spider-Man 39 is just fantastic. Made our top 5 covers of the week. And then the other variant we got for Amazing Spider-Man 39 is that one right there. Just fantastic stuff. Next up from Image Publishing and Jeff Lemire, we have issue 9 of Ascender, or as we like to say, Ass-Ender. Good book, nice read, good time to jump on. From DC, we have Batman and the Outsiders, issue 10. And the fantastic variant cover for Batman and the Outsiders, issue 10, is right there. Also from DC, we have a new title. It is Batman Pennyworth, Rest in Peace, issue 1. And that looks like that's going to be Tynion's work, kind of a disciple of Scott Snyder. Looks very intriguing. Also from DC, Batman versus Ra's al Ghul, issue 4 out of the 6 scheduled for it. Also, we have from DC issue 5 of The Batman's Grave, and I think that's a 12 shot if I'm not mistaken. And just a gorgeous variant cover for Batman's Grave issue 5. Speaking of Valiant, issue 6 of Bloodshot is out. Get ready for the new movie coming out. Looks like it's going to be March 13th. With Vin Diesel. And then if you've got Bloodshot on your pull list here at Fox's, that's the version you'll get. Different cover and more pages of content for the same price. Next up from Boom Studios is Buffy the Vampire Slayer Hellmouth, issue 5 of 5. So that is the last one of Hellmouth. Next up, and I couldn't be more excited that this book is still going. It was originally scheduled as a 12 shot, and Joelle Jones has stayed after it, which God bless her for doing so, because she's been phenomenal. We have from DC, Catwoman, issue 20, with a gorgeous cover, and would have made our top 5, but the variant cover we put into the top 5, mainly because of the cat. If you're familiar with Mr. Fox's Facebook feed, you know the cat sways Mr. Fox's vote very heavily. Next up from Image Publishing, we have issue 2 of The Clock. Just read issue 1 last week. Very interesting book. Dark Horse is up next with Steve Niles' Criminal Macabre, and that is issue 3 out of the 4 scheduled. Another one of our top 5 covers of the week, and in the running for cover of the week, just due to the cleavage alone, Dynamite Publishing's issue 3 of Deja Thoris. I mean, I don't even have to say much about that. And then from Titan Comics, we have issue 2 of Doctor Who, the 13th Doctor with the 10th Doctor team up. So you've got 2 different Doctors, 1 book. How can you go wrong? Next up from DC and part of the Joe Hill Hill House Comics, Dollhouse Family issue 4. And then the beautiful variant cover for Dollhouse Family issue 4. Marvel is up next with Doctor Strange, Surgeon Supreme issue 3. Ahoy Comics comes in next with Dragonfly and Dragonfly Man issue 4. Then we have from IDW Dungeons and Dragons Infernal Tides issue 2. Marvel is up next with issue 7 of Excalibur. And then again the beautiful Gwen Stacy variant for Excalibur issue 7. From DC we have issue 88 of The Flash. And as always, the beautiful cardstock variant of The Flash issue 88. Speaking of The Flash, I'm going to go ahead and move those off and do us all a favor there. We've got The Flash Giant, number 3. And then from Boom Studios, we have issue 29 of Saban's Go-Go Power Rangers. And it is still part of the Necessary Evil great run. For those of you who are Mighty Morphin Power fans, great. And obviously the variant for issue 29 of Go-Go Power Rangers. DC Comics is up next with issue 6, which is the last issue of Gotham City Monsters. Also from DC, we have issue 1 of Green Lantern Season 2 from Grant Morrison. And the fantastic variant cover for said book is right there. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Next up from Marvel, we have the Gwen Stacy issue 1. And then we have the Gwen Stacy issue 1 variant. And then we have yet another Gwen Stacy variant for issue 1. And then one of our top 5 covers of the week this week was the Gwen Stacy variant of Gwen Stacy. Just fantastically beautiful. And then from DC's Black Label series, we have a new entry this week from Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, Book 1, part of the Black Label series. And just a quick reminder, you do need to be 17 to buy these, so those of you who are under 17, no. And then the beautiful variant cover for Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey issue 1. Next up from DC, we have Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy issue 6 out of 6, so that will be the last one. And they remind you that you only kill the ones you love. And then next up, I'm going to see if I can do this justice here on the table. We have the variant covers, both the Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn variants. And you can see how they link up like that. Just fantastically beautiful. But really well done on the covers, both in our top 5 covers of the week. DC, because you're killing it as you always have been here the last couple of years. Also from DC, Hawkman, issue 21. And then from Marvel, issue 31 of Immortal Hulk. And another one of our top 5 covers of the week, the Gwen Stacy variant for Immortal Hulk, issue 31. I love the way the Hulk is in not only her rearview mirror, but in her makeup mirror. That is phenomenally well done. Good job, Marvel. Also from Marvel, we have Iron Man 2020, issue 2. From Dan Slotts, really starting to pick up some steam here in the store. And the variant for Iron Man 2020, issue 2. And yet another variant for Iron Man 2020, issue 2. Then next up from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 3 of Ian Fleming's James Bond. And for those of you who are Lady Mechanica fans, we have issue 5 of Lady Mechanica Sangre. And that's one of the covers. And then that's another one of the covers. Always a fantastic look from Joe Benitez. Next up from Marvel, we have Marvel Tales featuring Wolverine, issue 1. And then we have from Marvel as well, Marvel's X, issue 2. From Image Publishing, we have Moonshine, issue 16 from Brian Azzarello. Which, by the way, we also got in some Joker trade paperbacks of Brian Azzarello, which DC has put under their Black Label moniker, and it is phenomenal. From Marvel, and also one of our top 5 covers of the week, we have issue 4 of Morbius, the Living Vampire. Just a gorgeous cover, well done, well executed. And then the variant cover as well. Another one of our top 5 covers of the week, just because we wanted to show Marvel a little love this month. We put Nebula #1 in there because that's just a great looking cover. And then the Scotty Young variant almost made the top 5 covers. We just didn't want to put the same title in twice, but otherwise that would have been in there. Next up from Tokyo Pop, we have issue 16 of Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, Zero's Journey. Then from Valiant Publishing, which if you're not reading Valiant, there's something wrong with you. We have issue 4 of Rye. And again, if you have Rye on your pull list at Fox's, that's the version you'll get. Different cover, more pages of content for the same price. DC Comics is up next with issue 5 of Ruby. Really become quite popular here at Fox's. Speaking of popular, our cover of the week this week will be the Art Germ variant for Ruby, issue 5. Don't call me and ask me to hold one for you. Those are first come, first serve, and will go at market price. Next up from Marvel, issue 10 of Savage Avengers. Savages. And from Image Publishing, issue 6 of Safe Sex. Also from Image Publishing, and one of the best reads I've had out of Image for quite some time for its scope and width and depth is Sonata. And that is issue 8 of Sonata. Just a great read, great story, very saga-esque in its scope, very large, big story. Really cool. And then that is the cover B variant there. From IDW. And also one of Mr. Fox's prom dates, we have Sonic the Hedgehog, issue 25. And trust me, they all have issues. One thing you'll find about hedgehogs, they all have issues. IDW is up next with Star Trek Year 5 Valentine's Day special, and you can see even IDW's logo denotes that it's a Valentine's Day special. So they've kept in mind that it's the week of Valentine's Day. That's very sweet of IDW. Marvel is up next with Star Wars, The Rise of Kylo Ren, issue 3. Then from Dark Horse Comics, we have issue 2 of Stranger Things. And that's 2 out of the 4 issues they're going to have for that. And that's part of the End of the Fire. And then the variant for Stranger Things, Into the Fire issue 2, looks like that. And then the other variant looks like that. Next up from DC, we have Supergirl issue 39. And as always, the beautiful cardstock variants for Supergirl was in the running for cover of the week. And certainly is in our top 5 covers of the week. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous variant from DC as per usual. DC is up again next with Superman, issue 20. And his cardstock variant looks thusly. Also from DC, we have Superman Heroes, issue 1. This future of the DC Universe begins there. Marvel is up next with Peter David's Symbiote Spider-Man Alien Reality issue 3. And then the fantastically beautiful variant cover for that made our top 5 covers of the week. Congratulations again, Marvel. Image comes in next with Johnny Christmas's Tartarus issue 1. DC comes in next with issue 25 of The Terrifics. It's a book about the staff here at Fox's. And then the beautiful variant cover for The Terrifics. Marvel is up next with Donny Cates's Thor issue 3. Very, very popular here at Fox's. I think since they put Donny Cates on it, it has just lit Thor up, if you know what I mean. And then one of our top 5 covers of the week is the Gwen Stacy variant for Thor issue 3. Next up, speaking of Donny Cates, is Venom issue 23. And that's still part of the Venom Island. And then one of the Gwen Stacy variants is for Venom issue 23. One of our top 5 covers of the week is the Venom 23 Scotty Young variant. Just beautiful. Next up from Guardian Knight Studios, issue 5 of William the Last, Shadows of the Crown. Then Marvel is up next with one of their facsimile editions, and it is Wolverine number 1, I believe Claremont's version. DC comes in next with issue 751 of Wonder Woman. And the beautiful variant cover for Wonder Woman 751. Then for Marvel, we have X-Force issue 7. Domino running from a giant domino, kind of ironic. And then X-Men issue 6 from Jonathan Hickman is out, which will please quite a few of you. And the variant covers for that as well. And one more variant, which also made our top 5 covers of the week. That's the comic books this week. Remember, they go on sale Wednesday, February 12th at 10 a.m. at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Thanks so much.